everybody, and welcome to a Lefty Knitter podcast. This is episode 271. This is a podcast about knitting, crocheting, crafty projects, whatever we're getting into, and I am 2 weeks late. Well, I'm a week late. And normally I try to record clips through the week, which I have 2 clips to insert somehow in here, and I will do that. So, welcome to anybody that's new, and welcome back to any returning viewers. I appreciate everybody coming and checking out what I've been up to. These last 2 weeks have been a little hectic because spring break happened, and Easter is tomorrow here in the, well, that's everywhere? Oh my gosh. Holidays. Okay, either way. So today is April 19th. It is a Saturday, and let's just jump in to what we've been doing, because I have a lot to talk about. We did a lot of different things, and yeah, there's another crankin', in case you're interested and you live in this area. There's another crankin'. It's the same crankin', the Crabby crankin'. I think they're going to try to do it every month, maybe every other month. I'm not quite sure. It is at another brewery, and it is in Gambrills, Maryland. So it is May 31st. I forgot to mention that. Pherm Brewery. Pherm. 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 That's where it's going to be. I hear my kid tromping upstairs. I don't know what's happening. I have a feeling she's going to come interrupt me, just like the cat. Hello.
Hello.
Are you going to actually come down and talk?
No, I just wanted to tell you that I threw away the strawberries because they were molting.
Oh, all of them?
Yeah.
Oh.
And the cold fruit because they expired like last year.
That could have went into the composter. Oops. I'm not digging it out of the trash. Okay, bye. What are you
Still
doing?
in the container.
Interruptions.
Yeah.
She's gonna... So
Hello.
you had given the tip about the pepperoni, and I have a video of that, which I'm going to insert later, but I was wondering if you wanted to do a tip of the week from Chef Hazel every podcast. Do you want to do that? You don't have to do it this week since I have the tip about pepperoni. So you can think of something for next episode? How about that? Okay. All right. No, I need you to...
Hello.
I know you don't get many Hazel sightings in general. Oh my gosh. But everybody has been super supportive on the podcast and talking about how they're very excited for you and your new endeavors with the cooking.
I love cooking.
I know. That's why I was hoping you were going to talk on this episode with me today.
Fine.
Oh, we're going to start off? All right. We're gonna
Actually, I was going to get lunch.
Okay, go get lunch and then we'll record a clip for later.
I left the yogurt out, so I'm just going to put that back.
Go ahead.
BRB.
BRB. All right, well, I guess Miss Hazel is going to make her presence known today. I also have a Luna. Everybody likes the Luna sightings. This is our tripod kitty. Well, I will try to remember to put a timestamp if you want to skip straight ahead and not talk about our endeavors. Because normally I would do this in the other direction, but if she's coming back, we're just going to get this done now. All right. I have Miss Hayes back. Oh, and the cat's going to bump everything. All right. So we've been doing a lot on our adventures. So we went on spring break to the Science Center, which is here in Baltimore, and that was fun. Do you want to talk about that at all, or just we did it?
There was a tube blowing air, a ball that you put on top of the tube, and the ball floats.
Right, so it floats with the air, and then you can move the tube around, and the ball will, like, go at angles. I have some videos, maybe, of that we could insert at the end. I'll do all that extra stuff at the end. Also, we went to the Peep Show.
And we looked at naked.
It was just too funny. I was giggling about what a peep show is, and I had to tell her. She's, I just had to tell her why I was giggling.
Another secret person
coming?
Cyan. My star.
Cyan the star. Okay. So the Peep Show is actually put on by the Carroll County Arts Center, and it is people that do art out of Peeps, the candy, And I have a bunch of pictures and video, and I'll also insert that at the end if anybody's
put me
interested.
With the giant stuffed animal?
Yeah, there was a giant knitted bunny peep.
Was it knitted or crochet?
Oh, it was knit. It was knit. So there's video that we'll insert all at the end. But let's talk about your cooking. Actually, I'll pause here. We're gonna insert a clip about pepperonis. So we have a favorite pizza place, and their pepperonis curl up when they're cooked, and Hazel told me that this trick should work, and so we're giving you a food tip today on the podcast. And so apparently all you do is heat up oil and put your pepperonis in it, and you'll get them to curl up, and then you'll get the crunchy edges, right? Yeah? All right.
And cheese.
So Chef Hazel is giving you this tip. So if you like the crunchy pepperonis.
Do you know what I like?
What?
Cheese.
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 We're back. That was like, a second for us. We're back. Okay. What did you make yesterday? Just yesterday. What did you make that everybody super... I loved it. I think you were the one that liked it the least.
We made salad and...
This is your last cooking class. I meant yesterday at home. But go ahead. Your last No, go back to your last cooking class. What did you make at your last cooking class?
We made salad, and we made our own ranch for the salad. Mm-hmm. We also made chicken patties, and it wasn't fried.
They were baked?
They were baked.
Yeah.
Chicken sandwiches. And, because we put cereal, cornflakes. Yeah, we smushed up cornflakes and put it on
as the breading.
As the breading.
To make the crunch.
And it was really good.
It was very good. And what was the salad? It wasn't a tossed salad or a chopped salad. Do you remember what they called it?
No.
I thought they called it a layered or an assembled salad or something.
I'm pretty sure it started with a C or something.
A composed?
Yes.
Composed salad. Meaning you don't mix up all the ingredients, right? They're layered.
Nicely layered, and we made our own dressing.
The ranch dressing I thought was very good.
I didn't like it.
You didn't like it, but that's okay. You could have added less. What was the thing that you think you didn't like the most out of it?
Nothing. I just didn't like it that much.
The lady, the chef was like, you could probably add less dill.
I like dill.
I liked the dill too. Okay. What was the tip they gave you about the bun? Do you remember?
You need to put mayonnaise.
Don't block your mouth, because people sometimes read lips.
Oh. You need to put mayonnaise on the bun before you cook it.
Right.
Because you put the bun on a grill.
Right. And why do you use mayonnaise versus butter?
Because mayonnaise has a higher melting point.
Yes.
And butter has a lower melting point.
Yep. So you can burn your bread if you use butter because it melts at a higher point, at a lower melting point. Right.
And then we had to put lettuce on our iceberg lettuce on our sandwich. It wasn't optional.
Mm.
But the optional thing was more mayonnaise on the bun. And also for the salad, ranch was not optional.
You had to put it on.
And for the
And why is it not optional?
Because we made it.
Yes, and you should try it.
And you should at least try it.
Right. So there's been a lot of kids that have tried things that they would normally not eat in these cooking classes, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
But also the toppings, it was half optional. You only had to put 3 toppings out of all the things that they had.
Right.
On.
What was one? I know one you left off. It might be the only one you left off. Oh, there was more? I know the sunflower seeds you left off.
I don't like sunflower seeds.
What was the other thing you left?
I know there was other things.
You just don't remember?
I just don't remember.
Okay. What was the thing we made that was dessert 2 weeks ago in the cup?
Bread pudding.
Oh, the bread pudding too. I forgot about that. We made that at home. Bread pudding, her and John. And then what did you and I make in the cups? You saw it on a video.
Oh!
And I have a picture, so I'll insert.
Strawberry peanut butter chocolate cups.
Yes. So, real quick, what did you do to make those?
We melted down chocolate,
Mm-hmm.
put it at the bottom of, because we use a muffin tin and like the muffin cups.
Mm-hmm.
We put chocolate on the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
We smashed up strawberries and like made it like kind of like a strawberry puree and put it in the middle.
What was the other step though with the strawberries? You smashed them.
And then drained them.
Drained them.
And then you had to heat up peanut butter and put it on top and then freeze them overnight.
Mm-hmm.
And they were really good.
They were very good. Okay. And then what did you make yesterday that I absolutely loved? In the morning with Daddy.
We made crepes. I made crepes.
Yes.
I made crepes.
You made crepes. Yep.
They were really good.
We let her be the chef and we are the sous chefs, right? You tell us what to do.
And I don't like crepes, but that crepe was really good.
It was very good. What did you put in your crepes? With your crepes, what did you do?
Nutella,
Mm-hmm.
powdered sugar,
Or,
on top.
do you know what else they call powdered sugar? Do you know the other name?
I know it. Granulated sugar.
That's different sugar. That's like the sugar that I use in my coffee and tea. What's the other name for powdered sugar?
Forgot.
What do you put on a cake?
Oh, I think.
Icing sugar. It's called icing
Icing
sugar.
sugar.
Because a lot of places call it icing sugar.
Yeah, we put ice, and I topped it off with icing sugar,
Mm-hmm.
and I put blackberries on the side because I don't want it in it. I just want to eat all.
I have a picture of that too, so I'll insert
I
that
made
here.
them into cute smiley faces.
Cute smiley faces. All right, any other really good tips that you want to give in this episode? Oh, I know a good one. What can you do if a recipe calls for buttermilk and you don't have buttermilk?
Totally forgot.
Oh, come on. Milk plus
Lemon juice?
lemon juice is one, or
oil.
Vinegar. And you can make your own buttermilk if you need buttermilk for a recipe, but you don't have it and
what
you have
did we
milk.
use it for?
We did that for something. What did we... Oh, the pancake.
Yeah.
No, it was waffles. Was it waffles? No. What did we make? I don't remember what we made that we substituted butter. We needed to make the buttermilk. Shoot, I'll think of it later.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I appreciate you joining me. You've been crafting a little bit. You've been sewing. You didn't bring it down. And then what did we make today as a present for tomorrow? And one for ourselves.
Butterfly water fountain.
It's like a butterfly, bee, any insect type water fountain. So we went to the thrift and found like a jug or a jar or a vase.
She'll probably get a picture of it and put it in.
Well, they're drying, so that might be next episode.
Oh.
But we found
Next
everything.
episode. So make sure to like and subscribe to see next episode.
And what we found everything at the thrift, didn't we? So that's awesome.
Fun game.
And you found a
fun
game. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to let you go up.
I kind of want to stay here.
Oh, you want to stay here while I talk?
Wait, what was that?
I'm going to talk about other stuff now. So,
what were
didn't you want to make lunch? Did you eat
Oh,
anything?
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
I'll
Okay.
Go
Go make something to eat. All right. Say
bye.
bye.
Say bye to Cyan.
Bye, Cyan.
With the
50
longest
longest legs ever.
50-foot
Yeah, I'll
legs.
hold one as you walk away. All right, I'm going to readjust and I'll be right back. And we're back. So, sorry, I never opened I have a cherry limeade today and I love these things. I don't drink them very often. I haven't had one since probably the last podcast episode, actually. Okay. She gets me all like excited. I love that she's loving what she's doing. So, let's talk about what I've been making. So, in my last cranking video, if you watched it, I totally get it if you didn't. I made this new cast-on bonnet with split rings. So, I showed a tutorial on how to add split rings to make a cast-on bonnet. Not everybody likes using these, but I really enjoy using one like this. So that was a quick make. I do have, I took my Vibes scarf out for a stroll. I took it out on its, I think I say it in the video. Let's just cut to that clip and then I'll be back. Hello, knitter friends. I figured I would just, I'm taking my laps at work and I figured I would catch up with you all. Maybe go like that, further away. It's going for a maiden voyage. My Vibes shawl. Is that right? Dang it. I got it wrong in the last episode too. It's kept me warm today. This is my badge. It looks silly with that under it, but whatever. It's working. It's not itching at all. So A+ for that. And yeah, I just thought I would show you guys that I am wearing it. Whether I'm gifting it, I'm still not sure about that. You may never know, because I may forget to tell you. So, okay, I just wanted to check in. Yeah, it's Tuesday, just in case I didn't say that. The 8th. Okay. So, I finished that, and you guys had seen that, but I have now also finished my Bandit cowl, and I have not showed you that, and I have not woven the ends, and I have not blocked it, but I did finish it. So let me show you guys where I was. This was just an indicator of front versus back when I was doing the flat knitting, because it's flat for a while. All the details will be down below on the designer, because I can't always remember everything. So this was in my queue for a long time to make, or in my library, and I finally was like, I need to make that, and I know the perfect yarn. And this yarn is Tess Yarns, and it's kitten. It's called the base is kitten, and it's super soft. So last time you guys saw it, I actually had just joined in the round because I was only here, and that's when you start doing a new pattern. Let's put this on. I used every little bit of this yarn. I actually think I only have the tiniest nugget left. This is all I have left. I mean, it's the tiniest nugget. I decided to just use every bit of it because there was no point in having such a soft yarn as a scrap to go in like socks, because it just wouldn't work with everything. So I think a good blocking is going to help this immensely, because I want it to, well, I don't want it to go over my shoulders, but I also like that I can like tuck it in like that. And it's just double layered up here if I want it to be, or it can be scrunched like that. I think it's really cool looking. It's hard to see, and I probably should just show it again once I block it. It's gonna really change the look of it once it's blocked, I think. I like it tucked in, actually. So obviously I haven't worn it. It's now getting warmer here. That's a whole other set of things. So it's like I'm making all these things, but it's okay. I'll have them for next year. So I'm going to get these ends woven in, and this will be a finished object. I might show it again once I do that, but I should take these markers off real quick, because that would be a nice screenshot. This cat is sitting here right in front of me like, pet me. You always pet me. She is quite a little turd. I love her so much. There we go. I like it. It's good. It's very soft. If you ever see this blend, I will get that tag out and tell you exactly the blend. If you ever see a blend like this, I mean, it is so soft. I put the tag in here. It's the tiniest little tag, and I threw it back in the bag. It is a 65% cashmere and 35% silk. I mean, it has no wool in it whatsoever. It is super buttery, kitten soft. So, I think they're up in Maine. They're local to the East Coast. I know that. So I don't know what other shows they actually go to. So you could probably, I think you can buy online. I'm not actually sure. I have, like I said, I had not seen them in a long time. until just recently. I think they were at Frederick or I can't remember where I saw them just recently, but I've had that yarn. It was gifted to me in a D-stash from one of my knitting group people. So what else have I been working on? Well, I did crank a pair of socks. This yarn is Patton's Croy, and if you guys have watched me for a while, you know I've made lots and lots and lots of socks out of this Patton's Croy. John loves it. He already has this colorway, but he bought a bunch of colorways for 2 of his coworkers. Well, yeah, we'll just say friends, coworkers, whatever. The yarn, though, I noticed, so I cranked a whole sock. And I was like, man, this fabric is super loose. And I've cranked this yarn many times before. And I'm like, what is going on? It was not coming out. This is the blue-brown marl, I think, or brown, blue-gray marl. I can't remember exactly. It was so open. I was like, I can't give these to your friend, your coworker, whatever. I can't do that. It was way too open of a fabric. It really disturbed me. And so I ripped it out and it sat for a little bit. And I realized that when I looked at the tags, one of the tags was an older yarn and 3 were newer. So I don't know if in between that time, the mill, how it was milled changed or whatever had changed, something changed. And so I made sure when I did the new socks, I knew the fabric for the 3 because I wanted to make sure the feet all were fine and whatnot. So I got the tension correct to make it look like a nice fabric with the thinner yarn. And the 4th ball I used as one of the legs because I didn't want to have it in the foot because they're 50-gram balls. I don't use all 200 grams, but I use 4 balls to be able to make a sock that's this tall. This is also a men's 12. So one of these yarns up here is actually a thicker yarn. And when I cranked the leg of that one, I did change the tension just the one tiniest little bit. To make this work. You can't tell that I had to do all that finagling, but I did. So these are a finished pair. I don't remember what number I'm at for the year. Hold on, I can actually tell you because my book is right here. I am at pair number 20, which is really not a lot. Since we're already, we're almost halfway through. We're halfway through April, I guess. The last thing I have to show you, though, I've made the most progress on. I have been diligently working on this project because I would love to be able to wear it to Maryland Sheep and Wool, and that is coming up in 2 weeks. It is the first weekend in May, and it is my stripes sweater. I have been really, really working hard at this because, like I said, I want it to be done for Maryland Sheep and Wool. I finished the body. The only thing I have to do is it's a folded hem. So you do a ridge with a purl and I have to fold it over. This green won't show at all. I have to fold it over and tack it down. So it's a folded hem for that. I didn't pick up this side yet, but I am like 2 stripes away from finishing. Those markers are all for my decreases, so I know to do the same decreases on the other side. I am following the pattern for the decreases for the sleeve. So I am so close to being sleeve 1 being done. And I am going to try to have that done tonight. That is my plan. That way I can pick up and we'll have family over tomorrow. It'll be chill and relaxed, and hopefully I'll be able to pick that up and do a couple stripes tomorrow. Because here's my lifeline, you can see, because this is what I've knit for the sleeve. So I love it so much. I'm going to have plenty of yarn. I'm not going to have to dig into my bag of ripped out scraps. This is going to end up going probably into a sock project because why not have matching socks? So I love this so much. I think it's beautiful and I'm very, very, very excited to wear it. And I'm really hoping that Maryland will be really super nice weather because, yeah, The other thing I didn't mention is Frederick Fiber Festival is next weekend, next Saturday. Today is the 19th, so add 7 days. So that's the 26th, I believe that's the correct date. Frederick is a 1-day festival. It's only on Saturday. It's at the Frederick Fairgrounds. I am going to be demoing the sock machine in building number 7. I know I mentioned that, I think, in one of the other podcasts, but yeah. So come see me, come say hello. I'm very excited for it. I wanted to demo at Frederick before, and the opportunity has just, it's all worked out. So I'm very excited for that. The only thing I have to talk about is what I've been watching, which we decided to subscribe to Apple TV for a little bit so we could watch Ted Lasso, because everybody was talking about Ted Lasso. I don't know if they're still talking about Ted Lasso, but that is a feel-good show. I'm really enjoying that. The other thing, nothing else really, actually, that I've been watching on the regular. Love on the Spectrum had a new season, and, well, I pretty much binged all of that in 2 nights. I love that show. That is also a very feel-good show, and I really enjoy it. I finished one of my books for April Book Club that a just small group of my friends are doing, and one of the prompts for this month was siblings, and the other prompt was a 1-word title for a book. I have not done that one yet, but I did do siblings. The book I read will be in my Goodreads list down below. It's called Opium and Absinthe. It does have a little bit of triggering things if addiction is a trigger for you, and that definitely is, I thought the book was going to go in a different direction. I really thought it was leading in a different direction, and it felt that way too, and it took me in a whole different direction, which I didn't mind. The book was just 3 or 4 stars out of 5. It wasn't great. I wouldn't be like, oh my God, you have to read this, but I'm glad I read it. It was definitely still a good book for the prompt, and it had the part about siblings in it. So yeah, that fits the prompt. Sorry. And yeah, I don't have a whole lot to say because I don't want to give away anything about it if you decide to read it. So, and then I went back to one of my feel-good books, which is Janet Ivanovich and the Stephanie Plum series, which I didn't realize this is the last book that's published. I had been behind, and I've now caught up. So I don't know I have to figure out something after that. But I got to figure out a 1-word book title for this. I don't have to do both prompts. I like to do both if I can. The other thing I've been showing in my stories, I bought a game. It was in my feeds being advertised, and I kept seeing it. I really enjoy word games. So I loved playing Boggle growing up. I loved Scrabble. There was a game called Upwards that we played. My mom liked playing word games with me a lot too. And so Bananagrams is a newer word game. I love Bananagrams, but nobody ever wants to play it with me. So John likes Scrabble. Hazel doesn't really like any word games. So when I saw that this is a 1-person, keep your mind going type game, I said, oh my God, this is totally for me. This is my advertising feeds know me very well. And so I bought it. So I made sure I went to the actual website and bought it. There are knockoffs on Amazon that you can buy. But I highly recommend, if you can buy from the seller, to be able to do that. They do not sell on Amazon. They only sell on their website. And I think it was only a $15 game, $14.99, or maybe it was $19.99. I can't even remember. But I adore this, and it's pretty much like a crossword. It's like Bananagrams, how Bananagrams is like a crossword. And you get 12 dice. It's called Q-less. They call it the crossword solitaire game, because that's really what it is. My mom and I were sitting at the table, though, playing it together, and that was a lot of fun. So you get 12 dice. You can't use 2-letter words, and you usually only get 2 vowels per roll. Sometimes you might get 3. Sometimes you might get a Y. So you really have to play strategically and move stuff around. So I've been showing this in my Instagram stories of like my roll and then my finish, because it's lots of options too. Like what I might get in my roll, somebody else might put a whole different puzzle with the same letters. And there's only very few rolls where there's not a solvable answer. Also, it's called Q-less because there's no Q. You don't have to try to use a Q, because that would be, I think, a way more difficult game if you rolled a Q, because that's just a harder letter to fit into places. So yeah, I love it. It even says on the back, they must have 3 letters, no proper nouns, no time limit. Most rolls are solvable and not all. And I absolutely adore this game. So, that's all I have to really talk about. I hope everybody is well and taking care of themselves and checking in on their loved ones. I know times can be hard. There's a holiday and, you know, summer is coming and the kids are going to be out of school and everything always changes, and that can be difficult. Taxes were just due here in the US, and this was just a very difficult year. It was a very difficult year. Because I had to find somebody to help do my dad's estate taxes and then our taxes, and we're not going to go down that road. It was just devastating and it was difficult. So just check in on your people. I've also been doing other crafting. I've been doodling a lot in sketchbooks and doing watercolor. We added some shelves into our bathroom and I needed a new painting, so I put a painting on one of the shelves that I did. I did it specifically just for our bathroom, and then I thrifted a bunch of stuff to put in our bathroom. We had a bunch of old glass medicine, chemistry type glass containers that we inherited, and so I have them all over the shelves with propagations of my plants. So I've been doing a lot of different things. It's been a big mishmash of just life, but it's been feeling really good. And so I hope that energy is I'm pushing that energy out to people, because I've just been it's been, for the most part, I've been a really good headspace. So I hope everybody else can have that feeling too. So, all right. I am going to insert all the clips of things we've been doing lately. I think I talked about the zoo, so I'm not going to say that again, but we did the Science Center, so I'll insert some stuff there, and we did the peep show. So I'll definitely insert pictures of that. There was some really cool stuff. So, yeah. Until the next episode, guys, I'll talk to you then.